Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just like Kevin Hawk's arm is around my neck, wrapping me up real tight, we're in the midweek wrap-up. It is, it's the Tuesday through the Thursday show where we talk about all that stuff. You got anything to say, Thomas Wolf?
Please, Colt Cabana, give us a shout-out. Please.
Speaking of Colt Cabana, his podcast drops every Thursday, and this week's guest is Drew McIntyre, now known as Drew Galloway. So check that out. You can
Watch his return to ICW. That shit was insane.
The promo is amazing. Why did WWE capitalize on this?
The crowd just fucking lost their went ape shit when he showed up and pulled the hood off.
Yeah. Well, and he gets in that fiery promo, and then he hits the line that apparently is a big thing in ICW. He goes, here we fucking go, and the crowd fucking does it with him. That gave me goosebumps just watching it. So
it's amazing. But listen to the podcast; it'll be a good one. I haven't heard it yet.
Get it on ColtCabana.com. You can get it on
iTunes.
You can get it wherever you get your podcast. I actually use Beyond Pod on my smartphone, and it is a great app.
Some people use Stitcher Radio.
Stitcher Radio, yes,
I know. I use iTunes.
But we are going to start off with main event.
Main event of the day.
That sucks for me. That's the only show I didn't watch.
Well, you fail, sir.
Yeah.
We started off with a match between Adam Rose and Stardust. Adam Rose is actually telling the bunny to stay back. He's like, I don't want you in my corner. You stay over here.
Stardust should be a rosebud.
He would fit.
He would. But Stardust would actually hiss at the rosebud.
Yeah, Stardust actually broke off in the middle of a set of moves. And just slide out of the ring to hiss at the rosebuds.
And it was great because the rosebuds had
all of the rosebuds in unison jumped backwards.
Yeah, that's why Adam Rose just needs to give him some of the drugs to calm him down just a little bit, enough to get him in the party mood.
Okay.
Yeah. Saying please so much has really left my mouth super dry, and it's hard to talk.
But after
Goldust would do a little interfering.
Yeah, Goldust would try to distract Rose, and the bunny actually jumped up on the stairs and then jumped onto Goldust.
Seated senton action.
Which distracted Stardust.
We call that the Peter Cottontail.
Which distracted Stardust enough to allow Adam Rose to get the roll-up win. So the bunny helped Adam Rose.
Good on you,
buddy.
So
go bunny.
And then literally my next Alicia Fox defeated Cameron. Okay.
Cameron's improving at least.
Yeah. Still wasn't very good though.
It's like the Eva Marie effect. You can't get worse.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go but up at that point.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so
she's going up.
She
hit a really good suplex.
Yes.
She's got this vertical suplex.
And she's not doing her leg drop onto the back and then going for a pin.
You're about 1/5 as good as Cena now, Cameron.
But then we have Tyson Kidd facing Sami Zayn again.
I hate my
amazing match again. We had Tyson got caught pulling the tights this time.
Yeah, they did the exact same roll up, counter, roll up with the tight pull. This time the referee caught the tight pull.
Tyson, you've been a bad kid.
So Sami tries to get Tyson back in the ring the distraction. Sami drop kicked Tyson and he fell out of the ring. So Sami tries to get him back in, and he clings on to Natty for a second, which distracts. Sami's like, "What are you doing?" So Tyson tripped him under the he was standing on the top rope.
Yeah, he's doing a spot that happens in NXT whenever Tyson Kidd is in a match on NXT, the guy always has to stand on the bottom rope
to reach over and pick him up. And then so he hugs Natty, so Sami can't get him up. And Sami goes, "What are you doing?" So then Tyson trips him, gets in, and
nobody noticed Tyson Kidd's awkward boner.
I hope they redo that spot with Tyson Kidd versus Cesaro, and Cesaro just picks them both up into the ring.
He would.
That would be amazing.
But Tyson Kidd would, after tripping, Sami would get in and hit him with a Fisherman neckbreaker for the win.
Un, deux, trois.
And Sami was upset. And then, do you want to talk about the main event?
Kinda. We had a great segment where Byron earlier in the night is saying that we're gonna that Dean Ambrose is going to come out and say something, and then have the main event. But then they retracted their statement right before the main event, saying that, oh, here we're just going to have the main event. I think Dean Ambrose's promo wasn't supposed to be pre-announced.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to fire back at Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. We had Dean Ambrose versus the biggest heel villain of them all, the terrifying Justin Gabriel.
Well,
I can't figure out what they're doing with Justin Gabriel.
They don't know what they're doing with
against
Justin
faces,
Gabriel.
he's going against heels, he's teaming with Tyson Kidd.
They're waiting for Justin Gabriel to like cling on to something and be like, oh, I like this. And like, okay, you're good at this, let's do it.
Yeah.
But they haven't found that yet. It's
He's
just
good at being
different.
Justin Gabriel.
Yeah,
it's
it's different every week.
No, it's just they're setting up the card, and like they put all the finishing touches. They're almost done. Then Justin Gabriel walks in. He's like, "Hey, can I have a match?" Yeah.
Yeah.
We did have Dean Ambrose versus Titus O'Neil, but you're way more talented.
Oh, thank you.
Even if you're a babyface, you're still way more talented.
Yeah.
Thank you, Justin Gabriel, for kicking Titus O'Neil off the card.
Yeah, I'm going to say that was a situation that actually happened, not hypothetical. Thank
All
you,
right.
Justin Gabriel. But Dean Ambrose beat Justin Gabriel.
Yes.
To my lack of surprise.
Yeah. They did have good chemistry though.
Yeah, it wasn't
despite
a
it
bad
being
match.
a very strange match. And so then Dean gets on the microphone and says, Bray Wyatt likes to bring up my past and all this stuff, and he wants to try and play these games. Well, I'm going to give Bray Wyatt a little bit of family counseling at Survivor Series, and that was main event.
Yeah, and at Survivor Series, he's going to bring out Harper and Rowan, and they're all going to sit in the ring.
And Dr. Shelby's going to show up.
Yeah, and they're just going to talk out their feelings.
So then we moved on to Superstars, where we had another, we had last week Curtis Axel against Justin Gabriel, which didn't end very well for...
Yeah, so it's good to see that Justin Gabriel was not injured.
Seriously hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this week, Curtis Axel went against Sin Cara.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this was really good.
Yeah.
This is one of those sleeper matches. Like, no one really expected it to be as good as it was.
Sin Cara with a great finish with like that pseudo angle slam.
Yeah.
Setting up perfectly for the Swanton. But Curtis Axel, like Rybaxel looks better than they ever have since they've come back.
Yeah. Which is sad because then they split them apart.
Yeah. But no, I will say, Curtis Axel, you have finally outgrown your name that I gave you. You are no longer Mr. Mediocre. You're Mr. Pretty Good Wrestler.
Hey.
Good for you, Curtis Axel.
Good on you, man. And then I feel like that should have been the main event, even though the main event was kind of funny because we had Big E versus Heath Slater.
Yeah.
Which I was to say, the match was still solid.
It was still good
and entertaining.
The best part was that halfway through the match, because of the crowd reaction, they switched heel and face.
Big E Langston became the heel of the match.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was just like they're like, okay, they hate me. Okay, well they're liking me. All right, I'll start whooping your ass.
So Portland's favorite wrestler also happened to be Liverpool's favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
Heath Slater.
Slater is so over in England.
I was really expecting him to come out in his Union Jacks.
Yeah.
Which, when he didn't, I was actually...
He did it out of respect for the other two guys who
Yeah.
are not available.
No. I heard one of them did a podcast.
Yeah.
The other one's apparently blowing stuff up. But,
We're going to get some letters, hopefully.
hopefully. We're going to get some really angry letters, hopefully.
I just want people to acknowledge our existence.
Yeah, like even if you leave an angry comment about what he just said, it'd be better than what we've gotten so far.
I hate Jinder Mahal. If you like Jinder Mahal, you're wrong. Like, if you think that Brock Lesnar's a great champion, you're wrong. You don't fight me. I'm gonna take a page out of Thomas Wolf's. Fight me if you like Jinder Mahal. Unless you're like huge and you like Jinder Mahal, then
Brock Lesnar likes Jinder Mahal.
we can have a discussion because, well, no, we can't because you can't talk. You're stupid.
Yeah, turns out you need a neck to talk.
Just to skip ahead in time, Big E beats Heath Slater at the big ending.
Oh yeah, we were still talking about that match.
Yeah, we never,
Big ending.
never finished.
And Superstars goes off the air with some recap shit.
Yes. Then we move on to everyone's favorite show of the week, NXT.
Yeah.
We open up with Finn Balor coming out to kind of introduce himself.
He doesn't get very far.
No, he doesn't because he's interrupted by Tyson.
My
Kidd.
name is Finn Balor, and Tyson Kidd's coming out to interrupt
Yeah,
me.
Tyson Kidd comes out and says, "Oh, you're not that good." And then Justin comes out and goes, "Yeah, you know what? Tyson's right. You're not that good."
And when Justin comes out and says that, the crowd starts chanting, "Well, who are you?"
Yeah,
Justin Gabriel.
that was great. And so they go to attack him, and they're like getting ready to
Corner him.
and then he's saved by Hideo, and Regal Teddy Longs that shit via JoJo and makes it a tag match.
Well, via a referee who tells it to JoJo.
Yeah.
Wow, that was like
They're playing popcorn.
60. What?
Yeah.
Keep the game popcorn.
Is that no? I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's the game where you have like 80 people in a circle or less, because that's a big game of popcorn.
It'll take forever.
But yeah, the one person starts with the phrase, they pick the phrase, and they whisper it to the person there, and they whisper it to the next person, and when you get down to the last person in the circle,
You have to see if it's the same.
Yeah,
if it's
exactly.
changed. Okay.
Because really what he said is that they were going to do some sort of weird other match later in
They
the
said
show.
it was going to be a fatal 4-way on a pole match.
Yeah.
And it ended up being a tag match, and Finn Balor was like, "Oh, this is boring."
Yeah, because it went through 80 people, so
Yeah. Went through the entire NXT staff.
including everyone in the match.
Yeah. You just didn't see it.
Yeah. Finn Balor was super excited, and then when JoJo announced, he's like, "Fuck!
Well, because when it got to
Somebody ruined it."
when it got to him, he heard ladder match,
Uh,
and he's like, "Fuck yeah, it's going to be a
He thought it was going to be a ladder match with him against Mojo Rawley.
yeah."
Where the only way to win is he had to kill Mojo Rawley with a ladder. It's way off
Do
from
you-
tag team match.
Do you have some hostility toward Mojo Rawley?
no, he loves Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, I
He's his
just
favorite
fucking-
wrestler of all time.
I just-
love him so much, I wish he'd die.
He wants him to team up with John Cena and win every title in WWE, right?
You know, I'd be okay if even John Cena murdered him.
Good save.
I'd actually be really okay if John Cena murdered him.
But we had an
John Cena's got
amazing.
big arms. He looks like he could murder so easily.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the awesome tag team match we had with?
Finn fucking Balor and Hideo Itami kick/stomp the crap out
Oh
of
my god!
Kid and
That's
Gabriel.
so rude.
I think they should be called Team Foot.
I called them kicking and stomping.
The Foot Clan.
Yeah.
Ah! That's my new outburst of laughter.
I got a really good reaction out of you. No, the match was great though.
Yeah, does that make Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel Ninja Turtles?
No, because the Ninja Turtles beat the Foot.
Yeah.
Oh. This joke keeps getting better.
Yeah, the match was awesome.
Kicks and
Justin
stomps.
Gabriel and Tyson Kidd had their fucking work cut out for them. Oh, do you want to talk about Justin Gabriel?
This is a Justin Gabriel thing I've noticed.
This is
So we
great.
gotta remember, it wasn't that long ago, Hideo Itami had his first match on NXT, and it was against Justin Gabriel, and he lost because Hideo Itami gave him a giant double stomp off the top rope. Now we got Finn Balor's debut match at NXT, and Finn Balor beats Justin Gabriel with a giant double stomp off the top rope. So who the fuck did Justin Gabriel piss off in order to, every time a new guy debuts, you're like, okay, we're going against Justin Gabriel, and you're going to beat him with a double stomp. I'm really excited when Kevin Steen shows up. You're going to beat Justin Gabriel with a double stomp off the top rope.
It's gonna be a double curb stomp.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Oh.
suck. That's what it's gonna be.
When you brought that, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Justin Gabriel pissed somebody off, and
Oh, what? what Steen's going to do is he's going to jump off the top rope, land next to Justin Gabriel, and then stomp on him twice.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, awesome match. I'm so excited to see more of Finn Balor. Immediately with this match, he became one of my favorite guys on NXT. I spent
He won me over just with his entrance.
I know, right? I spent a whole day just watching a bunch of Finn Balor stuff. Just all kinds of, all the stuff he did as Prince Devitt. I watched a ton of it, and it's all awesome. We got a recap because we're leading up to our title match. Got a recap of the #1 contender match where Adrian Neville took on Sami Zayn, and the winner got to face Bo Dallas for the NXT Championship, which Adrian Neville won. And then Sami talks about the match he's doing a backstage interview. He says, there's something about tonight. It just feels different. There's something in the air, and I feel like tonight is going to be that night where I finally get what I've been wanting.
I'm going to not break out into song right now.
What?
I'm going to not break out into song right now.
Were you going to sing a song from Lion King?
No.
Oh, that's... okay. Never mind. We're not going to have Thomas Wolfe break out in song. Then we had Sasha versus Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss. I kind of forgot about her.
But she's good.
She's really good. It's just, she hasn't been around for a while.
No,
she was off. She was off the previous set of tapings.
Yeah.
Same with JoJo. JoJo was gone from the previous set of tapings because they had Byron, what's his face?
Saxton.
Byron Saxophone was
Byron Saxman.
Was doing the introductions.
So
Alexa Bliss kind of got squashed a little.
Yeah, it was very squashy. She had a brief comeback.
She had that short offense where she hit the perfect code blue.
Yes.
Out of the corner, twist, hook the arms, flip over, sunset bomb, code blue.
Very good. Well. But yeah, Sasha gets a win. She gets on the mic afterwards and she tells Charlotte, "You might as well just give me the title.
Save the embarrassment."
Yeah. Because you know that Sasha's going to take it. And we don't really get any word back from Charlotte
No.
but I'm sure it's coming soon. We get
a vignette. We just did a vignette. Word from Charlotte. Coming soon.
Then we get Adrian Neville in the back doing an interview saying...
Talking to the same girl.
Yeah, he says he likes Sammy, but tonight he's going to leave disappointed again because he is going to retain his championship.
Yes.
Which I don't think's going to happen.
Me either. It's Sami Zayn's turn.
Yeah.
He deserves to be champion.
Somebody give that guy a break.
Bitches
Of
love
my
breaks.
Kit Kat bar.
Bitches love Kit Kat bars?
Hell yeah, they do.
Then we had a fucking awesome tag team match.
Yes, we did.
Lucha Dragons against Team Thick, Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy.
Or as I like to call them, Buddy Murphy and Buddy Murphy's partner.
Because you can never remember Wesley Blake's name.
Never.
This match was just fucking off
These
the chain.
teams have awesome chemistry.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they had their match in the title tournament.
But it was super
Short.
fast because
A lot of the first round matches were really, really short.
yeah, it was so they could draw out the second round and the finals. But oh my god, fucking Sin Cara, powerbomb Blake.
Yeah.
Which Blake is the biggest member of the team.
Yeah.
And still easily
One
does
arm,
his
just
one-arm
like,
powerbomb.
Boom.
Yeah. What I loved is this time we actually got to see Team Thick take the big advantage.
Yeah.
And hit a couple different double team offensives.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's like Murphy does a double stomp on the arm.
Huh?
Well, Blake had it like wrist locked.
Yes.
And then double stomp the arm. And then the one where there was the pseudo surfboard stretch. And then Buddy Murphy hopped over him and caught him on the shoulders with his toes and smashed his face into the mat.
Yeah. Well, and then there was
Are you sad knowing the reactions of
I have
Callisto?
no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
He's in his own little world.
I'm just having fun.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, just great stuff. Lucha Dragons get the win.
Callisto did a really cool dive too.
Yes.
He did the where he jumped and hit the middle rope on the inside of the ring
Yeah.
and corkscrewed over the rope.
Yeah, and and you and the commentator's like, I've never seen that before.
It was like
I've
an
seen
echo.
it once, but only in my dreams. And then it came to life.
So
Awesome.
Thomas Wolfe actually invented that dive. Well, actually, Jericho invented the dive and then implanted it into Thomas Wolfe's mind, so he dreamt it, and then he psychically connected to Callisto, and Callisto went, "That's a great idea, and I'm going to pull it out on NXT."
Yeah.
That's
pretty
what
much
exactly happened.
And then we have the Vaudevillains
Yeah,
talking.
me and Callisto actually have the same dream catchers, so. Like,
They can just share their dreams back and forth.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's not like the same, like, one, but it's the same kind of connected.
If you have the same string pattern,
Yeah.
you can transfer.
I was really just going to ask which of you or Callisto gets the top bunk.
They don't have bunk beds.
No?
No, it's a twin.
You're that close with
I
Callisto?
do have a twin bed.
Do you sleep with Callisto?
I sleep with Kayla Listo.
Alright, that works. We have the Vaudevillains talking about the Lucha Dragons.
And a pug.
Because the Vaudevillains are the number one contenders for the tag team championships.
Cupid.
And
Lucha pugs.
and they're letting the Lucha Dragons know that they're good.
They're still the number one contenders.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you better keep those belts shined and the leather polished, because they're gonna come home with men.
Yeah, the titles are gonna be taken off of boys and leave with men.
Yeah.
Which
Simon Gotch had he put on his ominous voice for
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
promo.
it was a really weird promo. I feel like Aiden English needs to still be the voice of the Vaudevillains.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird when Simon Gotch talks. Then we have our main event.
Epic.
Sami
Hey.
Zayn versus Adrian Neville
With a capital
for the NXT Championship.
EPNI.
So many close calls, so many spots that should have ended the match. So good.
Yeah.
This is why I'm so excited to see these two move up to the main roster.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The finish. You want to talk about the very strange finish we got, Kevin Hawk?
Yeah. Sure.
Go for it.
Yeah, I want to know what your guys' opinions are.
Please. Because
Please.
Comments down below.
So, we had a lot of stuff going on. Sami Zayn goes for a haluva kick on Neville. Neville boots him instead.
Yeah, which right there, I commented that Zayn's legs are longer. He should have been able to kick.
If he would have actually put his leg up, he would have hit Neville way before Neville could hit him.
Yeah.
But he didn't, and knocks Zayn down, and he positions Zayn for the Red Arrow. He goes to the top and he does the Red Arrow. Zayn moves out of the way. You usually don't see a lot of people move out of the way of the Red Arrow. Or when they do, he usually
lands on his
lands
feet.
it and then does a little front somersault to kill his momentum.
Mm-hmm.
This time he takes the full Red Arrow on the ground and smashes onto his left leg right above the kneecap.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Really hard.
And it starts selling the knee really bad, and the referee has to check on him, stopping Zayn from attacking him. Zayn's trying to wait for him to get up so he can give him the haluva kick. He's like, no, you have to back off, I gotta check on him. He throws up the X.
throws up the X, which usually ends the match.
Yeah.
But the bell didn't ring.
Zayn comes over then to check on Neville to see if he's okay. And Neville grabs him and puts him in a small package and rolls him up and pins him.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm curious where they're going with this. Generally, a lot of the times, if there's a fake injury spot that ends in the roll-up, as soon as the match ends, the guy gets up and goes, "Ha, look, I was faking it the whole time." And in this case, Neville actually just rolled to the edge of the ring and waited for a trainer to show up. And, pulled his knee pad down and pulled the brace sleeve off. Was trying to give his leg some room. So I'm curious. And after the match, he even did this little, hug to Sami Zayn and his head-to-head kind of
Yeah, it was a real buddy moment. I'm sorry I had to be this way, but great match, but was still selling the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm very curious to know if Neville just banged his knee real bad and they did have to cut a finish, or if that was the plan from the beginning.
Regardless, it was awesome. It was
What's your guys' opinion?
Very good finish. I mean, what do you think, Thomas?
Well, I could see it being a fake injury. Like, Neville faked the injury, but still played it off to not alert Sami Zayn that he faked the injury.
Oh, so you think maybe he's gonna fake the injury a little bit until he gets a chance to, like,
Yeah.
attack Sami? Or
Right. Like,
have Adrian go full heel?
yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, a very solid episode of NXT.
Good week so far.
Yeah, very solid week in WWE. Some awesome indie shows. This has been a good week in wrestling so far.
Raw was good. Midweek's good. Let's see if SmackDown can hold up its end of the bargain.
But first, we're gonna take a little break from the week of wrestling. We're gonna do a little bit of our own stuff. We have a brand new Fantasy Warfare coming up. We've got our referee and matchmaker Kevin Hawk. Me and Thomas Wolf are picking the
Oh,
competitors.
look at that came from off screen. It definitely wasn't me throwing it to myself.
Oh, I thought it was that guy that threw it to you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Like
Good throw, man.
It definitely wasn't me throwing it to myself.
Yeah, no, totally.
Stall for time while I put this on.
So yeah, we don't know. Neither of us know who we're picking. We don't know what match he's got in mind. That is not how you wear a ref shirt.
Shut up.
But we are moving on. We will see you at Fantasy
So good.
Warfare.